up, movie crew? Hope everyone had an enjoyable Valentine's Day for those that were celebrating. For those that weren't, all good. Keep your head up. But I thought I would do a slightly different video than usual. I was going to post this one yesterday, but I'd already made a mistake and accidentally had my Ant-Man and Wasp review upload for Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Sorry about that. So, I'm going to show off the movies that I watched during the Valentine's Day weekend. Before I get started, if you are new to this channel, my name is Luke, this is Let's Watch a Movie, and if you're in anything cinema and physical media related, you've come to the right place, so hit that subscribe button. Alright, so the first one is not your normal one, but at the beginning of the movie, you hear the narration that this is a love story. So, since they said that, I put Deadpool on my Valentine's Day playlist. Still a great movie, enjoyable, and of all the characters that were not in the MCU prior to Disney buying Fox, this movie shows that Deadpool makes the most sense to be added as is with no changes. But as far as the love story goes, Deadpool now feels upset that, doesn't really look the same anymore, and he has to save his girlfriend in this movie. So yes, like he said, this is a love story. Alright, so when it goes to the more traditional romance sort of movies, this one I bought when my local FYE closed down, and I ended up getting it for like $3 or $4, and that is The Light Between Oceans. It takes place right after the events of World War I, and it's about a couple who can't have a child, and there's a boat making the way to the island where they live because the husband is a lighthouse keeper, and there is a dying man with his infant child, so shows them trying to raise the child as their own. The story itself sounds like a good idea, and it's got a good cast, but this movie to me was kind of boring. I definitely get, after watching it, why it didn't necessarily win critics over. Others that might watch this, I could see some people liking this, but for me, it was a little too slow, and some of the plot points really didn't make sense to me. This one's a classic, and the fact that I didn't watch it last year during Valentine's Day is a little weird, but that is When Harry Met Sally. I bought this at Target back when Target had a larger physical media section. Shop Select title for fairly cheap price. I want to say it was 11 or 12 bucks. And this one's a classic. I mean, there's really no complaints here. You see these two meeting at different points in their lives and what eventually happens between the two of them. Simple as that. Great movie, great cast. Rob Reiner did his thing as director. And as someone who complains about movie runtimes, this movie's less than 2 hours long. Movie studios, this movie's a classic and managed to do what y'all can't. Highly recommend checking this one out next Valentine's Day for those who had not watched it. Alright, if you have seen this channel before, then you know that I love my horror movies. So I've got to put something on here for that. And the first one, and I still like this movie. I know a lot of people hate it. I know it gets a lot of hate. I still enjoy it. I watch it every year around Valentine's Day. And that is Valentine. You've got these girls that were friends in high school, or middle school, I should say. They're now adults, and they're dealing with someone who is killing off the group one by one. Yes, it's a paint-by-number slasher film, but there are plot points scattered throughout here that when the killer is revealed, it makes sense why the cops were not necessarily going after this particular person. The cast did a great job with this movie. It's a fun watch. Yeah, once you realize what the twist is, you kind of see it coming once it happens, but it is still a good slasher flick. Definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't. This is available through Screen Factory. I don't know if the slip is still in print or not. To my knowledge, the movie itself is, though. And of course, My Bloody Valentine. Again, you know, watch it every Valentine's Day, weekend, that sort of time frame. And it's still a decent movie. I do get why it didn't do well at first. This came out at a time when Jason was still fairly new to everyone. We were getting Halloween sequels that featured Michael Myers. So yeah, I can see why this one did slip under the cracks, but it is still a worthy watch, especially this time of year. So if you're a horror fan and you want something to watch on Valentine's weekend or Valentine's Day, definitely check out My Bloody Valentine. And that is my Valentine's Day weekend watch list. And as always, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. You like what you see, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below, what did you watch Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day weekend? But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and tune in next time.